Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you're all having a great day so far. It's going to be a pretty nice day today. The rain chances are less than what we've seen in the past few days.
Less rain, more heat.
Got it.
Now, we're not going to see a heat advisory today, but we'll be knocking at that door. I think we'll move through that door tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. Heat advisories look likely for 3 consecutive days, Friday through Sunday. And I might end up wrong on a day there, maybe Sunday, but it's going to be close if we don't get there. Right now, I would plan on intense heat. And today is going to be no picnic either,
Right.
even though there'll be no heat advisory. It's going to feel like 103. But you're right, less rain, all right? Isolated shower this afternoon. Most of us dry through the day, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit.
All right, awesome. And before we dive into his forecast, we do have a story from Merritt Morgan this morning about a House bill concerning baby boxes at fire departments, and what some of the legislation is looking like, and what people are hoping the wording could be changed. Baby boxes are what are at different fire departments. They're at hospitals, for anyone or parents who want to surrender a child if they are in a crisis or situation where they feel as though they need to surrender their baby.
So I guess these are designed to help ensure the baby's health.
Yes.
If you do surrender a baby at a fire station, is that right?
Yes. This will be specifically at fire stations.
Or fire stations. So
Yes.
it's a life-saving or something to house the baby that gets surrendered. I didn't realize. I think Mary said 2 babies a year in North Carolina are surrendered at fire stations. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so
it is
it's
interesting.
Definitely
to hear.
a need there.
So we will take a look at everything going on here.
Yeah.
It's a heart-wrenching choice that some parents feel they have to make, abandoning their newborn child.
You could not imagine how many babies were being left at the doors of fire stations. I mean, on the ground.
The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services reports on average 2 infants are killed or left unprotected to die every year by a parent or caregiver in a crisis who feels like they have no other choice. Under North Carolina's safe surrender law, parents are allowed to give up a newborn up to 30 days old to a designated safe person without the parent providing his or her name. To provide other safe surrender options, many organizations and nonprofits like Safe Haven Baby Boxes are working to expand the baby box resource across the country.
We have a total of 350 boxes throughout the United States. Only 2 of them in North Carolina. We just started implementing this program in North Carolina.
But now HB 139 has Kelsey and other advocates worried that resource could be taken away. The bill would authorize hospitals, emergency departments, and fire stations to install HVAC-equipped baby boxes that are secure, temperature-controlled surrender units for newborns up to 30 days old with emergency personnel on site. While Kelsey says she supports the idea of the bill, the nonprofit is pushing for lawmakers to reword on-site to on-duty.
No fire station in America is manned 24 hours a day. If there is a fire, somebody is leaving and no one is staying behind to man a baby box. Well, the way this bill is written, it is kicking every fire station out.
Bill Ward, a primary sponsor of the bill who has a baby box at a local EMS station in his district, says the bill is intended to support and protect babies with every safety protocol possible.
Very specific protocols, which would ensure that there would be someone to be able to respond very, very quickly to ensure that this infant is safely in the box and safely taken out. In the event that something happens to a baby and it's not manned, then they face repercussions. The Attorney General of North Carolina is the one who prosecutes those cases.
Crediting technology, Kelsey told WITN the boxes are climate controlled, alarm activated, and locked.
They can be on duty, but if they're on a fire, they're going to send the next closest unit. That's how fire service works. When 911 is called, which this box calls 911. So if nobody's standing there in this building, it's still calling 911 on its own.
I spoke with Red Oak Volunteer Fire Department's Assistant Chief Michael Brown, who says the boxes can be beneficial but difficult to ensure they'd be manned at all times.
We can't be sure that someone's always at the station, right? Because particularly at night, we respond from home, come get a fire trucks.
Though Ward says it does not appear the Senate will take up the bill at this time. He told WITN the intention is to continue working closely with his district and the Senate to address the language of the bill and revisit at a later date. A move those I spoke to say will be beneficial to all North Carolinians.
It could help an infant in a difficult situation, and it could help a parent in a difficult situation.
All right, that again was Merritt Morgan reporting here. And for time purposes, we're going to turn over to the weather. So, Jim, what are we looking at today and into the weekend?
All right, well, today hotter and drier as the air temp hits about a 93 this afternoon. But I don't think we're going to see much, if any, rain. An isolated afternoon sea breeze shower, but not much. Start off with a look at the satellite radar for you. And again, some clouds, yes. Rain, nope. Radar looks good. Just a stray raindrop off the coast primarily. And again, that should remain generally the case as we go through the morning hours. Those radar sweeps will put a little bit of work in tomorrow, as we'll get a better chance for a shower or storm coming. And that, I'm getting no response from my weather computer, so I may have to just come back up on us, and I'll kind of talk through some of the weather a little bit because we're a little shorter on time. First alert weather day is going to kick in tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, and that's for the heat. All right? And again, we've mentioned many times, first alert weather days can come up for a lot of different reasons. This time it's for the heat index values, which will likely run from 105 to 110. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. It's not a guarantee, but I think most areas are going to be in that criteria. And it's dangerous heat, so you have to really slow it down, pay attention to your bodies, and it's over the weekend. So a lot of people will be outside, whether it be at the beach, at the parks, maybe sporting events. You got to pay extra attention this weekend. With that heat index pushing 105, keep the hydration going, a nice cooler filled with ice and water. All right, listen to your body as we go through the and sunblock's important. And ideally, you've got a place you can get into the shade. I remember going to some of my stepson's baseball games. There was a few fields, there was no shade anywhere.
Oh, wow.
And it was just brutal.
Yeah.
As much as I love those games, when you're out there in the sun and you've got nowhere to find any shade, it can be really, really hard. So keep those things in mind through the weekend with the heat. As far as rain chances, again, rain is unlikely today. I think tomorrow afternoon, Saturday afternoon, a few storms pop up. Again, that kind of 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. window, not a washout. Hit and miss showers and storms. Severe threat is low, but a half an inch to an inch of rain if you get under one of those, both tomorrow afternoon, Saturday afternoon. Sunday, not much rain, still hot. And then next week, still some rain around Monday afternoon with low 90s. It looks like we'll break the heat a little bit Tuesday into Wednesday with some upper 80s coming in. And we may adjust those numbers a little bit. Tropical system weakening along the Louisiana coast. Unlikely Dexter is going to form down there. So we're in a holding pattern on the tropics, which is good. The longer we go with no Dexter, the better.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you, Jim, and thank you all for joining us this morning. Hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday.